According to reports or close sources to Taylor, Meghan wrote Taylor Swift a personal letter practically begging her to be a guest on her podcast. I mean, Meghan, sweetie, you must really think you're something if you believe Taylor Swift has time for your royal ramblings. Taylor's representative was kind enough to respond on her behalf. Can we take a moment to appreciate the fact that Taylor Swift didn't even have time to acknowledge Meghan's request? Talk about star power. But her representative had to answer Meghan. Now, let me just quote Taylor Swift's supposed response. Disclaimer, because it's pure gold. According to the representative, Taylor said, and I quote, "There is only one royal I share a mic with, and that aren't you, greedy grifter." That's a royal bond if I've ever heard one. Meghan. It looks like Taylor is not interested in joining you on your podcast. Same podcast that you purported will represent women, the plight of women, women empowerment, feminism, women's advancement. But guess what? Meghan was on this podcast talking about herself. It was me. About how she was objectified by being on Deal or No Deal. The girls who opened the box for the winners, and the box was full of money. Her job was just to stand there and open the box, and she said she was objectified. I mean, this is a job that you apply for. Nobody forced Meghan to be on Deal or No Deal. No one forced her to wear makeup, to do her hair, and to wear revealing clothes for the show. I mean, it was a contract. She signed a contract, she did her own part of the job, and she got paid for it. So in her podcast, she talked about it as being like she felt like she was objectified. How entitled can Meghan be? So in this same podcast, she interviewed Mariah Carey and she talked about being a diva and how she was being referred to as crazy when she stood up for herself. You know, it was all about Meghan. The 12 episodes were all about Meghan. So no one in their right senses would want to be on that kind of podcast. And of course, Taylor Swift stood up and said, "No, I can't be on your podcast." Indirectly, of course. Looks, Taylor's not interested in joining you on your podcast. Maybe she's too busy writing chart-topping songs, touring the world, and actually making a meaningful impact. But hey, you keep doing you, Duchess.